Hey, what's up, you guys? I am so sleepy, but I really want to get these out to you guys. I am such a workaholic. I spend so much time teaching my students and, just going through my daily grind. Really impassioned about tarot and mysticism and really want to get these out to you. So thank you guys who continue to subscribe, who bared with me, who've been here with me, been here for me. I appreciate you guys. We're going to keep this moving. So right now I'm going to do I'm going to do air signs and earth signs live. But in addition to this, what I'm going to do after I do the readings is I'm going to take some questions from you guys who are watching and give you let you ask a question and give you a quick reading and pull some cards for you and let you know how you can get over this eclipse hangover of January 2019. Okay, so we've all got a little bit of the hangover in us, I think. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump right into earth signs. Okay, we're going to start with Capricorn. And you guys can check out the fire signs and the water signs in my other recorded videos. Oh, and you know what I want to do? I actually have this cool little fabric here. I'm going to put this down so that we're not hearing the clapping and the cards on the table, which I know is actually annoying to a lot of people and me also as a YouTube tarot viewer. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to try to make sure that I outshine anyone who's talking in the background. All right, here we go. Earth signs, Capricorn. Okay, God, I just thank you for letting me have this opportunity to talk to these people and share something with them, share some experience and knowledge, some insight that I've got to give to me. Okay, Capricorn. Okay, Caps, your eclipse hangover. Let's see what we got. Starting off, you have the Queen of Pentacles, which in and of itself is a good card. At the bottom of your deck, Capricorn, you've got the the Queen of Swords. So you've got two queens here so far. Okay. First off, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and she is a very balanced, very harmonized person, someone who's harmonized with her life, her money, her resources. But you're crossed here by the Tower card. Okay, so Capricorns, you've got some earth-shaking kind of moment crossing you right now. Okay. As I'm looking around the energy of this read, I think that what happens with this Tower card is something that kind of destabilizes Capricorn's overall sense of what's happening right now. I think that this could be something that's pretty shocking. Let's pull some more cards, especially when I've got the Queen of Wands. Oh, and I've got the Empress at the bottom of the deck there. Okay, so I think that there's an opportunity for fairness and abundance here. I think that with the Empress and the actually the High Priestess, which is at the end of your reading, I think that there's a presence of a maternal figure here, probably a mothership, specifically happening around Capricorns. I'm gonna pull. I'm sorry. Let me do this. Okay, and now also what I see in the environment is a couple different things here, Capricorns. And your eclipse hangover, what I see at the bottom of your spread here is I see the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so these are two opportunities that could have been missed. Okay, the situation in the environment now has to do with the Ace of Wands. Okay, so that means that you are that there is some kind of like turn down of an energy, that there's some kind of like drain of energy or an ambition, something that you had an intention of doing or an opportunity that you saw that the time has come and gone, and that either the opportunity is gone or that your passion for that opportunity has gone. Capricorns, you're going to have to, Capricorns have a lot of work in front of them. Okay. At your feet that you have to work with is the, Page of Cups here reversed. Okay, so this again is someone who is kind of like fizzling out. Okay, it's kind of a fizzle out energy that's happening here. And I'm wondering if this has to do with when I see these wands and I see some swords here, and let me walk through the cards for you, so you got a clear understanding. Okay, so you've got the Queen of Pentacles crossed by the Tower. At your feet, you've got the Page of Cups. That'd be nice. You've got the at your influential history, you've got your Four of Swords reverse. In your conscious thoughts and intentions, you've got this 10 of Wands reverse. In your physical outcome card, you've got the High Priestess reverse. In your immediate situation has to do with this Ace of Wands reverse. The environment around you is the Ace of Cups reverse. In your subconscious, your hopes and fears, I see that you've got the Seven of Pentacles reverse. And finally, in the meaning of the outcome, you know, the significance of this of the physical outcome is the Four of Wands reverse. Okay, so the only cards that I have here that are upright are at the bottom of the deck. And this, I mean, I've got this Empress, I've got the Queen of Swords, and I've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is immediately going to tell me about gossip, 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 gossip. Okay, so Capricorns, you've got to really be careful of who is saying what. Okay, I see, in addition to that, a sister or a daughter figure here. Okay, that may be in the mix. And this is independent of the adolescent child daughter that may also be here. Okay. Okay. There may be two girls, two children here, or not. There may be two children. It seems as if there's some kind of generational thing here. It could be a grandmother, a mother, and a daughter. Okay. Who are in this environment. Okay, so that's very interesting. Okay, so what I've got for you, when I see this Page of Cups at the bottom of your feet, this is again a fizzle out energy. This is someone who maybe had a passionate offer for you, but you know, again, there's this kind of like, oops, I was going to bring you this cup of, I made you this fantastic drink, and I was going to bring you this like great smoothie, but on the way back to bring you this smoothie, I dropped it, and whoopsie, like. This is a whoopsie kind of card. This could also be someone coming to apologize, or an apology that has not happened or that needs to happen, that could potentially be coming because of this Tower, okay? Because of whatever event is happening, that's happening between these women, okay, and these children. It's going to be a bit of an upset, okay? In the past, you've got this opportunity where you got to say what you wanted to say. Okay, that you were able to petition and you were able to put your messages out there, that you were able to have your voice isolated from the crowd and have your voice heard. But at your head here and in your intention and what we see in your conscious mind is we see that you've been putting in a lot of work. Okay, we see that a lot of work has been happening, and now we're starting to wonder, like, where is this work going to pay? When is this work going to pay off? Coming to your more tangible future, now I'm seeing again that this is the High Priestess. Now, this is a young woman who is, has incredible potential. Okay, she has incredible potential. She has her ability to keep her sights on, higher cosmic forces and things that are going on, and be able to either record about them or speak about them. But in this situation, I'm seeing that. Either too much has come out. I almost feel like it's almost like a genie in a bottle that can't be put back in. I feel like something has come out and spilled out. And yeah, there's just this overflow. Like maybe someone was talking too much. Maybe something that was supposed to be kept to the chest and kept private and quiet was actually spilled out and leaked. I think that when we're looking at the situation in general, Yeah, this is an opportunity now that has happened because someone, I feel like someone jumped the gun, or if someone has overstepped their bounds. And I also noticed that there is a distance between this mother and daughter, these mother and daughter energies. Okay. So there could, or sibling situation, there could be something that involves family. Well, someone, a mother, a daughter, a grandmother, a child, a sister may have, or all of the above, may have overstepped the bounds in some way. And that this is now made a depression in the potentials and the energies and the opportunities that are available for that group. Okay. I feel like it's a group of people who got together to do something, but instead they're kind of finding that that I almost feel like a coven kind of feeling, like a coven where they, these people have gotten together and they've tried to do this working together, and then but somehow it's gone awry. Okay, so I think that's the great big challenge here for this group with Capricorns. Like again, as I'm seeing this, the immediate energy here and the environment here, this is a passionate opportunity that's been kind of extinguished, and this is a emotional fulfillment, emotional opportunity that has kind of been spilled out and poured out. So something has been wasted here. Something has been canceled out. Like it is like, someone brought fire and someone brought water, and you guys just somehow you've canceled each other out. I think of candle magic, and someone brings the candle and someone brings the potion, but you end up spilling the potion on the candle, and you've ruined both of them. So the question for me and for you is, how do we redeem this, Capricorn? Like, how do we find something powerful and positive that you can continue to offer? I saw 1212 just a second ago, and 12 is a number of completion, of like cosmic totality, not just like this is the end of an event, but this is like the complete structure of the universe. And you've got to and then coming down to a 3, again, that third party kind of vibe. But when I'm coming here and looking at your conscious and subconscious, Capricorns, again, it's this issue of putting in so much work and wondering what's the payoff. Okay. There has been an enormous amount of work that's been put in, financially, materially, and in effort. So much effort that's been put in, so much intention and attitude put toward it. But for some reason, it has been a bit squandered. And when I see the significance of your final outcome coming with this, is that it's some kind of like, and this is just my property card. And this could be the property opportunities that have been lost. Okay, because someone either didn't speak at all when they should have, or someone should have said something, or someone said too much. This is like the tongue. This is the tongue that has messed you up here. Okay. This is things that have been said and things that have been these are things that have been said that have eventually just ended up messing you up. Like, so I almost feel like it's a foot in the mouth kind of situation. Okay. I think that most of these people are okay in this group, but I think maybe it's one of the people in this group of female energy has somehow poisoned it or sabotaged it or misspoke or misstepped or something that has kind of like messed the whole thing up. What I'm seeing in your past and in your future is we're coming back around to the issue of stability. So you were able to have your voice heard and said, and you were able to get things done, but it wasn't enough to reach the goal. It wasn't enough to reach your final intention, and it wasn't enough to secure the future that you wanted, and having you know, something that's really anchored, something that's stable, and having something that you put all your effort to go, you know, something to receive all of your effort. I think that unfortunately, Capricorn, a lot of stuff has been spilled, and you know, you're just going to have to scrub this. Okay, you're just going to have to let this go, and you're going to have to move on without the opportunity that you were trying to manifest with this other group of women, maybe a coven or a family. I keep thinking cabal. The word cabal keeps coming to mind, and a little cabal of yours. You know, a cabal, little, you know, group of nefarious individuals, like an Illuminati kind of thing. All right. So let's pull out some lucky cards here, some lucky gold cards here, and see what things you can leverage. Okay, what you can leverage here, and how you can kind of make something out of this situation. Okay. Woo. All right, I got my table right. Hold on. Okay. All right. So, you know, my passion is bringing mysticism, tarot, I believe in the evolution of mankind, and that something is happening amongst us now in the metaphysical areas, and that there's an evolutionary process happening. I want you all to participate in that by setting your intentions and dictating your own evolution. Okay. Now let's pull out 3 cards here. Okay, now these are the cards that you have to your advantage. Okay, this is what you have to your advantage, Capricorn, and what you can leverage to pull in the best luck that you can pull in. Okay, so you've got the Ace of Clubs here at the bottom, or as the first card. Your first lucky gold card. Okay, and with this, again, is that, you know, the environment is saying that something is lost, but you still have possession of something. Okay, something you have possession of, and something that you may not have fully lost it. Okay, that the thing that you think you have lost is not 100% lost. Okay, so the fact that that's what you have, that's fortunate for you, and that's really lucky, because it's not fully gone yet. Okay, it's not 100% lost, and it's not 100% gone. Okay. You know, I think that you also have this 4 of Clubs coming up here. So again, another fire card. This is the card that is analogous to the 4 of Wands in tarot. This is going to, again, talk about your stability and resourcefulness. Like what, and these are both upright. In your tarot, these are both reversed. Okay, some of these equivalent cards. Okay, and these gold cards don't necessarily have the exact meaning, but some of these energies are very similar. Okay, so what was lost can be recovered, Capricorn. Okay, remember that what you think was lost can be recovered, and it probably can be recovered by simply changing your mind and changing your intention and improving your attitude. If you improve your attitude and you see success and you visualize these things happening and working out in your favor, then they probably will. Also, something that needs to change is what you consider to be your favor and what you consider to be a win. Okay, what you consider to be a win may not be how to win. Okay, you may have to compromise to win. Okay. And so now you've got the final lucky card you've got is the 9 of spades here. Okay, with the 9 of spades here, I almost think that by isolating the person who's the problem in your team, someone who you were for, someone who was with you, by isolating the person who's the problem, then you're going to be able to kind of scapegoat that person. I hate to use that word, especially for a Capricorn, you know, especially for the nature of this tarot and psalms and the concept of a scapegoat and, you know, crucified Christ, things like that. But that is something that you have to work with you. Now, here's the problem with that is that that's pretty dark and negative. Okay. Also, this is landed on the High Priestess card reverse. You know, so I just urge you to use the best karmic choices. Okay, Capricorns. Okay, not bad. 20 minutes. Okay. So let's see if we can make the other one maybe not as long. Okay. All right, let's heat it up on some. What we do, Capricorns. Let's go to my next Earth sign. So let's see. You know, I am super thrilled about this channel. Actually, drop it. And I've been doing this channel like off and on. And one of the things that has been, okay. One of the things that has been really tricky about this is considering what is valuable and what's important to offer you guys here on YouTube, simply because there's such a abundance of readers. 4. $38. Okay, sorry. Whenever I drop my cards, I try to count them just to be sure that I've got them all. Okay. There's nothing worse than like dropping your cards and then like walking away and leaving your cards somewhere. That really sucks. So, and I actually, if I haven't said this a million times already, this is my lucky deck of cards here. This deck of cards is gold plated. They're awesome. Okay. You know, they've survived a house fire, and, you know, I left them by the river a few weeks ago, and I came back weeks later and they were still right there sitting in a stack. You know, leaves had fallen on them. They were protected by nature. You know, so I was really happy about that. Okay. So let's get this going with my, let's do Taurus. Taurus. I got some good buddies who are Taurus. I'm highly compatible with Taurus because Taurus, they attract wealth. They're very stable. They're business minded. They love luxury and food. I'm a Leo sun, so I really dig Taurus energy. I'm also a Capricorn moon, so I really respect what the Taurus is all about on all ends. Okay, I've got my Venus in Cancer. So anyway, okay, here we go. Taurus, capital T. Your Eclipse Hangover 2019. You guys can email me at theharlequincafe@gmail.com if you want a 37 card pull for you, and it could be completely specific to you and your energy, and we can talk about setting intention and manifestation and other tips for you to capitalize on what's going on. Okay. Okay, I feel like I might boil some water. Okay, Taurus. Bottom of the deck. Back to the ace. Okay, Ace of Cups, looking good. Okay, Ace of Cups. This has to do with emotional satisfaction, fulfillment. You know, a buddy of mine is a Capricorn, very good. I mean, it's not a Capricorn, I'm sorry, Taurus, very good friend of mine, going through difficult time with his property right now, and some people opposing his ownership. And what this person was able to do was able to move in with his family. And this reminds me of that, because this may be speaking of that very same thing, of this emotional renewal. Okay, that's something that has been difficult through your Eclipse hangover is now actually opening doors with family members and helping you solve problems that have been in the family for a minute. Okay, so at the heart of your reading, also now that was at the bottom of your deck, the Ace of Cards, Ace of Cups upright. At the bottom, and this represents you, the Ace of Coins reverse. Okay, So there may have been a loss of a material or financial or property opportunity, business opportunity, something that could have lasted for a long time. Or it could just be the seeds have been planted that need further development. Okay. That's what this also could be. This could be things that are held back from you, money being held back from you, and property being held down and back from you. But it's actually generating different kind of opportunities. And these are a greater compassion directed toward you, a greater sensitivity that you may have, a great sense of forgiveness. Okay, crossed by, and now you're crossed here by the Seven of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Eight of Pentacles here, who is a hardworking Taurus. Okay, this is someone who knows how to turn a coin, knows how to pay the bills, knows how to get the stuff done in order to be successful. Now, I almost wonder, well, I hope you haven't lost a job, okay? Because this is making me think of job loss, okay? Of something that you've been working on, something that you've been doing, and now the opportunity is gone, something that you've been putting a lot of effort into and had a lot of potential, but now that potential has somehow fizzled out and faded away or just neutralized somehow, okay? But what I would definitely recommend to you, if you're working, continue to work and continue to make the best of your job and your business, and just keep your nose to the grindstone because you don't know what's going to happen next. Okay, at your feet here is this kind of trepidatious, cautious, careful, sensitive, listening, intuitive, magical being who sits at the crossroads. And you can think of many gods of the crossroads who sit and allow things to pass through or not. So when I'm looking at this and I see this at the bottom of your feet, and what you have to work with or what's in your hands is that Taurus, you're going to have this ability to filter. Okay, you're going to have the ability to choose who comes from the left and the right and who keeps across by you. Okay, so you have an opportunity to make some decisions here. In your influential past, we see that you've got this really is just this is a young energy. This is a vibrant energy. This is someone who is has a certain flamboyant quality to them. Someone who is inspired and their interest is piqued, and they believe in miracles, and they believe that there's a lot of optimism and a lot of aspiration with this card. At your head and in your conscious mind is a star. And this is letting me know that you are actually being divinely influenced, okay? You are being positioned somewhere for a purpose to do a certain task, okay? And that you are the star, which means that you're the incarnation of some higher being's intention, and that you are doing things that is carrying out the will of a higher being, okay? You want that higher being obviously to be benevolent. So you've got to, again, adjust your vibration so that you are vibrating in that high energy. What I see coming up in your future, though, is I do see the Five of Wands. Okay, so Taurus, when you see this Five of Wands, this does not necessarily need to be a conflict with other people. This could be competing ideas and motivations and intentions, and this could be people's different agendas, okay, that you're scrambling for. This could also be an excited work environment where you are brainstorming and you are that you are just kind of like vetting people and vetting ideas and just going through until you find out till you really clear up the kind of like a chorus of offerings, and that you can clear them out and and come up with the true conclusion, which is, I love this guy right here. He's always like, I've got the idea. Yeah, I know what to do. I love this guy. Okay. So this guy is like the only one holding his wand like the right way, like, triumphant and bold and powerful, and he isn't lumbersome like this guy. He isn't like with a freaking grudge right here, like angry passion. He isn't just kind of like flipping it around. He's like trapped in his own, like he's just caught up in the mess. He's just caught up in it. Okay. So I really like the first guy because he's really like listen to me. And you notice that he's also attracting attention toward himself. Okay. They're like, someone's actually listening to him. It's like, oh, I'm listening to you. What'd you say, dude? It's like, hold it like this. This is how you fight with a stick. So I think that that's coming up in the future. You know, and this, again, we have to balance out that flamboyance and that arrogance. Okay. You can't be arrogant and overly flamboyant and not expect to have some kind of haters after you. Okay. This in this situation for Taurus is a no-go situation, a situation where you have either been, you have either chosen to uninvite or you've been uninvited, where you have said, nah, I'm not quite ready to move forward yet, or the environment has changed and you said, wait, that looks more treacherous than I thought. This could also be, yeah, these are plans that have changed. Okay. This is an alliance that you're not ready for, okay? That you could not manifest and you could not make happen. It simply has to do with either you're not ready or the other party is not ready, okay? And yeah, the other party is simply, yeah, it's the environment's simply not ready. It's getting more treacherous. I think that what you've got to really take stock of, Taurus, is what you've got. What you actually have tangible in your hands, okay? What you have in assets, okay? This could be liquidating if you need to. This could be the actual objects, you know, and what you have as far as what is your name on, what is your property on, what is your name on, as far as property, as far as paternity. Like, what are things that people cannot take from you? And no matter what they, you know, if your name's on the deed, your name's on the deed. Okay, they can't take that from you. Okay, so this is where we need to get to, Taurus, is like, okay, well, we need to really like be paying attention to the actual nuts and bolts of like what you actually own and what you actually possess, because I'm also seeing here now at your feet again 2 2s. Okay, so I'm seeing issues with partnerships, relationships. There's at least one specific person that you are trying to either that you're trying to cope with. Okay, and that is you know, creating some kind of filtration, but also I think you're not getting along with this person. Okay, I think you're not getting along with someone, and I think that you know, the whole concept of happy home, you know, the whole concept of happy home is eluding you now. And even though it's eluding you, this is what you have in your future, though. The things that are happening now, Taurus, that seem so difficult are actually going to end up in your success. Okay. Now, remember, we have both of these here. Okay. Now, there may be conflict and there may be competing energies and you know, but the truth is going to like shine, and the light is going to shine on your opportunities. Okay. The light's going to shine on this conflict, but there is an opportunity here. Remember, you are divinely placed. Okay, you have a great alignment. When I see the sun and the star, I see a great calling in, an attraction. This is something that's far off, though. Okay, you're calling in a star that is far, far, far off. Okay, I would rather have seen the Earth and the moon, because when I see the Earth and the moon, that attraction is now manifest. Okay, so but at least now there is an attraction, that something that has been sent out to return to you. And I think that as long as you are clear about how you can move forward in light of everything, or how you can recalibrate so that you can move forward in the future, how you can replan to move forward in light of this new information and these new arguments and initiatives that are being put on the table, I think that you're going to be able to capitalize on something that you felt like was lost before. Okay, or even if it was lost, that you're able to work with the situation in an honorable way that is going to bring you a greater emotional and familial satisfaction. Okay. All right. So let's pull out some lucky cards. Woo. Okay, let's pull out some lucky gold cards for you and see how you can capitalize on this. I like that you've got the sun coming out here. You know, and you've got the Emperor here, which shows a great, there's just still a great paternal beneficence here. Like a sage, an elder, someone who has experience, someone who has experience, but also like still virility and like has sex drive and fertility in them. And, you know, despite the maturity, okay? Because I'm seeing two childlike cards here, the star and the wand. I think someone's trying to steal your shine is what it is. And I think someone's trying to capitalize on work that you've done and things that you've taken pride in and things that have been your baby and things that you have taken time, painstaking to manifest and to develop and to build. And now someone is trying to come in and usurp that. And I think that that's what you want to fight for. Okay. I think that's what you want to fight for. All right, here we go, Taurus. Lucky gold. Lucky 7, Tarot and Psalms. Okay. So the great thing about Taurus is that Taurus has got staying power. This is what I really like about this Jack of Diamonds here. Okay. This guy's got staying power. Okay. This guy, you know, some people begrudge, you know, the Knight of Pentacles because they say, oh, he's so slow, blah, 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 blah. This guy has got staying power. Okay, this dude's in it to win it. This guy is going to take his time. Okay, so what your lucky card here is, you've got this lucky card basically based off of you've got the opportunity to continue to move on. Okay, you've got the opportunity here to move on into an area that is going to benefit you and to make you feel happy and satisfied and successful. Okay, you're going to be able to kind of rethink your intentions and your emotions here, and you're going to be able to move closer to a emotional satisfaction, which I think you haven't had in a while. Okay, again, I'm seeing another 2 here. This one is the 2 of spades, which again is analogous to this 2 of swords. Okay, about decisions that have to be made, about boundaries that need to be kept. Okay, things that need to be protected from corruption and corrosion and degradation. And I think that, and this over your 5 here is really talking about this 5 to a 10 is really talking about the end of a lot of the struggle and an end coming up. Okay, there is an end that's very lucky for you. That you're lucky that you're going to be able to come to the end of this situation relatively soon. Like the things that are happening now are leading up to this thing being over. I think that you are going to have the ability to make choices and options and kind of choose who comes where and be able to really kind of like either dictate alliances or choose your own alliance. And that these things are going to ultimately be taking you into a greater sense of what it means to be you and what it means to offer, like a greater sense of understanding like, okay, this is what I offer. And this is why what I offer is so important and so significant. Okay, I think you're going to get closer to your own importance there. All right, let's see what we got now. Going to, so that was Taurus. We did Capricorn. Let's hit up some Virgos. Am I really going to stay and do, maybe I won't do that. Maybe I won't do that. Because I'm tired. I was really like thinking, should I do this? I was like, oh, I got to get it done. I'm trying to get in my rhythm here at YouTube and production and just trying to be clear on what I'm actually offering you guys. You know, a glimpse into the millennial kingdom, into your higher selves, into your glorified selves. You know, as God has blessed us all to be here. And, you know, we got to realize that, you know, certain forces exist outside of time, and certain knowledge and life exists outside of time. So how can we translate our lives into the future and have life everlasting? Okay. And I really love the tarot, but we've got to realize that these are finite and temporary. I mean, the tarot changes with every shuffle of the deck, but something that never changes is the word of God. Okay. That never changes. The living logos. Okay. And you can interpret that phrase how you choose. Okay. I am what people will call a Kabbalist or a Christian witch or Messianic Kabbalist or Hermetic Kabbalah, Hermetic occultists, Rosicrucian, I don't know, Martinism. Those are things I study. I'm not initiated into any of that. Virgo. Steady Virgos. Steady, methodical, keen. Virgo, an eclipse hangover, 2019. Ooh. Moving close to that, you're moving on to that abundance and success. You're trying to. This eclipse hangover is kicking a lot of people in the butt. Boom, Virgo. You've also got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Good for you. Okay, Virgo. Okay, so another emotionally abundant opportunity. Now, mind you, it might be a lot of what I'm seeing is a lot of strange stuff going on in the midst of that. So rest assured, though, that these eclipses are sent from divine places. Eclipses are sent from God. Okay. There was an eclipse at the crucifixion of Christ. You can completely draw eclipse parallels to the book of Genesis and talking about the development of the sun and moon for us to record the times, which, is a clear instruction, is a clear reference to astrology and from astrology, astronomy, okay, and to astrophysics. But obviously you can't fit all of that into Genesis. So, okay. So let's see what we got here. Okay. So this is who you are at the heart. Okay. Of this reading, Virgo. You are looking for family success and abundance. You want to be at peace. Okay. You want to have a happy home and a happy family. I think you're looking for stability. Swords here, okay? With the Knight of Swords here, this is really like this rushing, turbulent, kind of tumultuous vibe, okay? And remember, this is the eclipse hangover. These are not intended to be like, yay, everything is great readings. These are the things that are difficult to deal with, okay? There's a lot of moving, Virgo, okay? I think, do you have to move, okay? Because you clearly, you want this abundance and you don't want to move, okay? You don't want to go, okay? You don't want, you want to have walls that are up. You want stability. You want permanence. You want to be left alone, I feel like, okay? You want to heal emotionally and mentally. You want to have a safe space, a safe haven, okay? And that's something that you're fighting for and something that you haven't gotten this yet. You really, you want, but you don't have that, okay? You don't have that. You've got your hope and your want and your desire, okay, to have this happy family. But something is this rushing, like rushing in kind of thing, like rushing around. It's almost hearing, why did you do that? Okay, so here at the bottom, we've got this guy who's looking for something steady and stable where he can just keep his feet planted. And so that's what your hope. But in the past is you've got some sneaky activity that's been found out that someone has seen. Okay, this is someone who has been maybe even spying and some kind of like spying energy that where it's like someone has seen you, or you've seen something that is now shaking this it's like someone saw something and then someone rushed in and they didn't have all the information, and now that's going to lead to this some more emotional upset, okay, and difficulty in the family, okay. At your head is you don't know how you're going to be able to wash. You want to just reset and wash things clean. You want to wash this all away and start over. You are wondering, how can I bring balance to the situation? You aren't getting it. You simply don't get how to bring balance here, okay. And it's just, you can't have your cake and eat it too, kind of thing I'm getting here, okay? Because when we come up to this conflict and this emotional upset here and this preoccupation with these family problems, that's taken away from you, okay? So I would urge you to not be preoccupied. I would urge you to manifest, not lament, when in terms of your family and in terms of your satisfaction in love and romance, okay? Manifest, don't lament and wallow in difficulty, okay? And yeah, this is the card saying that you're having trouble manifesting. The situation has to do with things that have been put out on the table to manifest, but they just haven't for some reason. And I think that the reason is that you just aren't as adept as you really need to be in this situation. I don't think that you need more experience in manifesting, okay? You're trying to manifest something big and you need a lot more experience and you need more practice, okay? There's information coming. Yeah, this is like, yeah, there's so many, this like reading here. The eclipses like kill everyone. It's so tough, but here in the environment that is really affecting you has to do with, information coming in. But again, this information isn't complete. This guy is not fully complete. This guy is really excited about saying something, and again, that's next to this. This guy is excited about saying something, and then they rush in. And they rush in to say something, and ultimately it leads to, is this 5 of Cups, okay? Now, in your hopes, you're hoping again for this, reunion. You were thinking that everything was going to be awesome when you reunited, and that, it was going to be, revelry and, merrymaking and wine and cake and girls' time and everybody just chilling and having a good time. But really is, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to bring this down, but what you're leading to is something that's lackluster, okay? A lackluster relationships, okay? Where you have essentially what you need and not much more. And opportunities that you have are opportunities that are given to you and not opportunities that you make for yourself. You have, again, that 3 of Cups is here, and it's now the parties, they've come and gone and it was fun. But now you either need to start manifesting your own success in your own relationship success here and your own emotional opportunities, because this is spent, this is spent, this is spent. Another way to look at this is that this has been manifest, this has been manifest, this has been manifest, and you're just a manifestation machine. That's how I would read this if this was more positive, but I don't see it that way, okay? I think that there is a downgrade, okay? I think that you are feeling like there is so much BS going on, but all you want is a simple, happy home, and that the things that you're asking for are not extraordinary, they're not bizarre, they're not weird. You just want to be happy with your family and stay put. I feel like someone in your midst is being a busybody and that they're stirring up things, okay? I think that you are, you may be trying to manifest things in the wrong way, but even with that manifestation, you have to take responsibility. You have to take responsibility. Because even though you saw something or someone saw something, it doesn't mean say something. It doesn't mean say something, especially without all the information or, you know, fully understanding what's going on here. And just because you want to have a happy family, you want to have a happy family. A happy family does not mean, oh, well, we're sitting and drinking wine and eating cake all day. A happy family is obviously hard work. Okay. And one thing that what I would love to see here, Virgo, is I'd love to make the situation better, other than saying, well, I just want to be left alone and I just want my walls up and I just want this happy family. I just want. Okay. Because this is not what you're getting. Okay. It's the math does not what you're doing, putting in is not bringing the outputs. Okay. Because now it's just you being spoon fed. You know, it's people giving to you and you know, taking care of you. This, when I see the 4 of Cups, that's like your 4 square meals. That's your basic needs satisfied. Okay. That's enough to keep you comfortable and I don't want to say encaged, you know, but you know, and I'm not trying to sound harsh to you guys. I just want to be straight up and, you know, I'm not really a sugarcoater. I'm a Scorpio rising and I have a deep, keen insight. If you're interested in hearing it, great. If you can't stand the heat, good luck. Okay. Because you can go to whatever tarot reader you want to. If you can't stand the heat, it don't matter. Okay. It don't matter what somebody tells you that you want to hear. Okay. I want to tell you something that's going to empower you. And right now, what you're putting in to the family is not paying out. Okay. There's too much like selfishness. I mean, this is a selfishness card. This is a selfishness card reverse. And this has its own selfishness because this can be talking about affairs and third parties in situations they shouldn't be in. Okay. And it's all leading to this kind of like blasé kind of attitude with, you know, just more emotional distress and discomfort to consider and lament over. Okay. So if you're trying to create a woe is me victim mentality, then that's what you're doing. You're manifesting that. If you're trying to create, you know, you're going to manifest something. Okay. So the question is, are you manifesting the victim mentality? Are you manifesting a difficult family situation again and again and again? How can you get out of this loop? Because what's here is the opportunity to get out of this cycle. The opportunity is here to change all of that once and for all. Okay, Virgo? So let's look at what you have that's working for you, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, it's not working. I'm sorry. I can't make these readings too long because I can't draw my energy all but I have pity on you. And okay. So call me, okay? Email me, the Harlequin Cafe at G, and we can get through some of these issues together, okay? And see what's going on. Okay, the Joker reverse. Sorry about my nose. I'm always picking my nose. Just deal with it. I got a big nose. Takes in a lot of energy. Okay, here we go. So the Joker reverse here, you know, is talking about again that self-involved energy. Okay, where you're not putting out things that you're not putting out, and that could be in a sexual way also. Again, at the bottom of the deck is that ace, that Knight of Swords energy. Okay, this is not exactly the same, but it's very similar. Okay, and this like rushing is like you're staying put, but somebody else is rushing around. You're staying put, but somebody else is rushing around, and that rushing around energy is an excuse to say, well, it wasn't me, it was that person rushing around, even though you are potentially whispering in that person's ear and puppeteering this whole thing. Okay. So if you're being this mastermind and orchestrating things and think that you're manifesting something positive, you are manifesting struggles and difficulties in your family. That's what you're manifesting. Okay. Now this may be you, Virgo, or this may be obviously the other person or a cross watcher, blah, blah, blah. We've all seen these before. Okay. So, you know, okay. So what you have to work with is that there either has been, I feel like there's some sexual energy here. Okay. And that, okay. So what you have working with you is that you have not, is a virginal quality. Okay. Is your Virgo already, but you really have to work with that virginal quality about yourself, a sense of refinement, a sense of chastity, a sense of saving yourself, a sense of saving yourself, and really being able to vet the people that come into your environment is I know that that's what you're hoping for. You really want to vet the people that come into your environment a lot more. Okay. That's a lucky thing for you, is that you haven't given yourself up. Okay. You haven't given yourself away and thrown yourself into something where the mystique is gone and the magic is gone. Okay. You are going to be, the lucky thing that you've got is you're going to be able to really choose the people who are in your environment. Okay. From here on out, because that's going to open up a lot of opportunities and options for you. Okay. You've got a lot of opportunities coming up. You've got a lot of options coming up. And it's because you did not sell yourself short and you did not give yourself away. You did not throw your pearls before swine. Okay. So that investment that you've paid off in your own sense of propriety is going to actually pay off in dividends, because it's going to create a lot of opportunities and options for you. Now, this could be suitors. This could be yeah, I think that you're just going to have options. Okay. I think that you're going to have people who are going to either who are going to find you appealing, but the thing I will caution you from doing is, even though people may find you appealing, is again, how do you stop the pattern that's happening in your family? How do you intervene in a way that is actually going to be, lasting, and that is going to stop this karmic cycle and this energy cycle of, having this difficult family life? I think that the difficult family life is something that has started from when you were younger was difficult. When you were married was difficult. As you've had your kids and your kids have grown up, it's just difficulty in the family life. Okay. So I think that ultimately is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to cleanse that and work on those energies, Virgo. Okay. All right. So I'm actually just going to stop on this right now. It's been an hour. I am tired, obviously. I'm on my 15th hour of consciousness, I think, right now, which is fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off. Now, this was only for the earth signs I went live. No one is in the room right now, so I'm not going to do any private readings. So if you are any personal cards pulled for you, but if you want to email me, you can email me at the Harlequin Cafe at gmail.com, and you can set some time up with me, and we can, by hook or by crook, get a reading out for you, and I can pull a bunch of cards for you, and we can discuss this at length, and we can discuss pricing. Also, I want you guys to like, share, subscribe, and all of that jazz. Okay, I appreciate you a lot. I think about this channel and what I can offer you, and one of the things that has held me back is just not being clear and how I can differentiate myself and offer something fresh and new. So here we are. It is what it is. I'd love you guys to reach out and communicate with me in the messages. You can tell me if this is resonating with you, and you can talk to me about how you can set intentions to help navigate in and out of some of these scenarios. Remember, these are the difficult. This is the hangover, okay? Like, this is not supposed to be pie in the sky readings, okay? This is the hangover. This is the stuff that is hard to hear, okay? All right. So much love to you. See you next time.